when you get that person to support you as a virtual assistant from the Philippines, for example, you're going to have the ability to bring in a lot more money. In my case, the money skyrocketed. It really, really, really helped. I didn't drink as much alcohol. I was starting to play with my kids more, growing a relationship with them that I really wanted to have happen. So huge benefits. Number 2 was, you don't have enough time to train them. Try what I did. Go part-time for a little while. Let them just watch you work, give you suggestions, whatever they see, help you reply to some of the emails, do a quick task that comes to your mind. They'll just take care of it. Third, the language barrier. Now, for a small select amount of people in the Philippines, the language barrier is more challenging. I think it's about a third, and a third. Okay, so a third of the folks from the Philippines mainly speak their native language and not have the opportunity to use English as much. Although English is a language that everybody learns, they might not have it fluently because a third of them are in smaller, more rural places where it's rarely going to come up. And they probably know about as much English as I know Spanish. And I've been learning for months every single day on my app and having a private personal coach teaching and training me twice a week on Spanish. And I have a general knowledge, but there's a lot that I still need. Then there's a third where they're pretty dang fluent. Like they're really good, but they'll say a couple things weird. They will add an S on a word that doesn't need an S, or they will not put an S on a word that needs an S, or they will conjugate it slightly different. You can still understand, but it sounds weird because in the users, it's probably not their native language. And then there's about a third, or 33% of all of the peoples in the Philippines where their English is phenomenal, where they know just as much English as somebody in, let's say the US, for example. Their English is strong. Although they might have an accent, they practice English. English might have been their degree in college. Actually, this happens a lot in the Philippines. They'll get a college degree literally in English, and they read books in English like crazy and watch movies in English, and they sound like you and me, maybe possibly a little bit of an accent, but perfectly fluent. And then the fourth concern that I had was maybe there's less integrity. And now I want to address that because there's pros and cons. In Manila is the tightest city anywhere in the world, more than Dubai, more than Hong Kong, more than Manhattan. And because of some poverty, some things like that, in this one small area, there is crime, there is deception, there is people trying to make it work because it's more expensive to live there. And that's where a lot of the money is. And it will attract some people to do bad things like anywhere else, right? Just like in the US. I mean, you can't go to a city and not find any of this. However, this is what I learned when I was in Bohol and talking to my team, because I've got team from General Santos, Bohol, Cebu, Manila, and all of these other parts because with 36 full-time employees, everybody comes from a different place. And then we got them all to one place. And as I was talking to them, everybody seems religious. Now, I don't want to try to say that if you're religious, you're a good person. If you're not, you're a bad person. I'm personally not religious either. And I don't think I'm a bad person. I'm genuine. I'm caring. I'm loving. I think of other people first, although I don't go to church every Sunday. In the Philippines, it's very normal to go to church on Sunday. And there's a lot of my employees that pray for hours a day. And I learned that they're just some of the most giving humans. They're just incredible humans, giving, nurturing, loving, warm. They put other people first. They want to be honest in everything. And so I have learned, not just from visiting the Philippines, although I learned more when visiting, But I learned certainly over the last 5-6 years of having many virtual assistants that my concern where, what if they're going to steal money from me? What if they're going to do something bad? What if they're going to deceive me? They have access to all of my stuff? And those concerns, no problem.